this is an iHeart podcast. Guaranteed human.
Work can be a little weird. Cringy training seminars, coworkers who won't stop talking about their plant, forgetting the mute button at an inopportune moment. We have to deal with a lot on any given workday. Sometimes it can feel hard to thrive and move forward in your career. Well, that's where LinkedIn comes in. LinkedIn helps you get ideas and insights from experts in your field, connect with people professionally, grow your network, and access tools designed to help you find the right fit for your next role. Whether you're just getting started, figuring out your next move, or looking to accelerate your career, LinkedIn is built to support you at every stage because LinkedIn is the network that works for you. Visit linkedin.com/knowstuff to learn more. Hey there and welcome to Short Stuff. I'm Josh and there's Chuck and there's Jerry. And this is Short Stuff. Let's go.
All right. Emperor Joshua Norton, the maybe first, but at least one of the early great eccentrics of San Francisco, California.
Yeah, it's possible he was the first, but it's actually kind of unlikely if you think about it.
Yeah, but it is so funny to think about the fact that this was in the 1850s and beyond, and San Francisco was still San Francisco.
Yeah, I'd heard of this guy. I didn't know much about him. I just knew he was an eccentric, beloved San Franciscan, but when you dig into this guy, it just gets better and better.
Yeah, it's pretty great.
So he was like you said, his name was Joshua Norton. He was born in England, and his parents traveled to South Africa to settle there in 1820 as part of a settlement scheme. And by settle, I mean show up and interlope.
Colonized? Yeah.
There you go. And they, I guess, I didn't understand why they left or he left, but at some point he made his way to San Francisco, I believe for the gold rush. So I guess he probably left himself. And he made himself a pretty wealthy man pretty quick. By 1852, within just 3 years of arriving, he was one of the wealthy, reputable citizens of San Francisco.
Yeah.
End of story.
Yeah, he was in real estate early on, but in late December, or I guess just late 1852, there was a famine in China, and they placed a ban on rice exports to other countries.
Pretty sensible.
Yeah, so there was a shortage of rice as a result in the U.S. and in San Francisco, where they love their rice. Mm-hmm. It is the San Francisco treat and always has been.
Right. They do a little something special to it, but yeah, it's basically rice.
So Norton heard that there was a ship coming to California from Peru that had like 200,000 pounds of rice. He saw a business investment opportunity and said, all right, I'm going to buy all this rice. I'm going to corner the rice market, and I'm going to get even richer, which he did. He bought this entire shipment. However, a bunch of more ships came from Peru in short order.
Yeah, he didn't know about those coming.
No, and they had a bunch of rice, and then the prices went back to normal, and he was just stuck with a bunch of rice, and eventually, in pretty short order, I think, had to file for bankruptcy.
Yeah. So he went from super wealthy San Franciscan to bankrupt San Franciscan from one bad business decision, which is why you don't want to put all your eggs in one basket, right?
That's right.
Or all of your rice on one ship from Peru.
Right.
So he kind of dropped out of San Francisco society. Everybody lost track of him. And after a year or two, he reemerged. And when he reemerged, he was a little different, a little off compared to how he had been before. And one of the first things he did was distribute letters to the newspapers around San Francisco declaring himself Emperor Norton I of the United States.
Right.
And the story would kind of end there. It would have just been a crackpot who distributed leaflets and no one would know about it because it would have been totally lost to history if one of those San Francisco papers, the Bulletin, hadn't taken him up on this offer and printed his letter, his proclamation. And it kicked off a tradition around San Francisco of basically not just printing Emperor Norton's proclamations, but also just reporting on him and his doings and what he was up to at any given time. It became a San Francisco media tradition.
Yeah, and I guess there was just something about San Francisco, even back then, where the residents roundly were, I guess, probably kind of entertained by this guy and accepted him and revered him and embraced him as one of their kind of wacky locals.
Exactly. Maybe the wackiest local of all.
Back then, probably so. He would go around town and he wore a military uniform, and I love this. Even the Army officers at the based at the Presidio there gave him some like epaulets and things like that to put on his uniform.
Yeah.
It was pretty awesome. He wore a hat with a peacock feather, and he had a couple of dogs named Bummer and Lazarus that would, I mean, he sounds like this could be San Francisco 2019 as well.
Sure. That Bummer and Lazarus thing, though, that is contested. There is a plaque in San Francisco by the, what's the pyramid building?
Transamerica?
Transamerica. There's a plaque there commemorating Bummer and Lazarus, and it specifically says they were not Norton's dogs.
They just follow him around?
They were their own, sometimes, possibly, but they were definitely their own equal celebrities to Emperor Norton. They were their own crew that may or may not have overlapped with Emperor Norton. But they deserve their own short stuff, too, actually.
Yeah, I'm curious about the name Bummer from back then, what that must have meant. I don't know.
I don't know either. But the newspapers would also report on what they did, too. Like there was at least, apparently, I read in Atlas Obscura, there was at least one article that wrote on how they had stolen a bone from another dog. Like that's what you could pick up the San Francisco papers and read about. But
such a great city.
It was part of the city's pride in like every aspect of it,
All right, well, let's take a short break, and we're going to come back and talk about some of his proclamations and how he went about town right after this. Hey, everybody. I want to talk to you a little bit about Tide Evo because it represents over 10 years of innovation and product development. Tide Evo is a first-of-its-kind technology where tens of thousands of minuscule fibers are spun together to form a 6 times powerful layer packed with scrubbers, brighteners, pre-treaters, and fresheners. And that's going to deliver a breakthrough clean that's so powerful, it feels like magic.
Yeah, it is kind of like magic. Tide Evo is revolutionary. A 100% concentrated, waterless laundry tile that's made of compressed microfiber soap layers rather than liquid or powder. And it's not like pods or sheets because it uses 6 layers of detergent fibers to deliver superior cold water cleaning without plastic packaging of any kind. And it provides a mess-free, lightweight solution that dissolves lickety-split. So whenever you run into a laundry challenge, turn to Tide Evo. It's revolutionary. It's magic. Try new Tide Evo. Real laundry magic. Spectrum Business keeps businesses of all sizes connected seamlessly with fast, reliable internet, advanced Wi-Fi, phone, TV, and mobile services.
That's right. And Spectrum Business offers 100% U.S.-based customer support 24/7 to help you stay up and running. And they offer tailored connectivity solutions with packages built for your business budget.
Yeah, so it's no wonder millions of business owners rely on Spectrum Business to keep them connected. Visit spectrum.com/business to learn more. Restrictions apply. Services not available in all areas.
Alrighty. So Emperor Norton, and by the way, in 1861, he added the title Protector of Mexico to his name after the French invaded Mexico. So,
did you know the French invaded Mexico?
I don't know.
I did not.
I don't think I did. But it didn't, I mean, I don't know. There was so much invading going on back then. Nothing surprises me anymore.
It's true. Just 2 weeks ago, it was the Dutch.
Yeah, exactly. So he's hanging around San Francisco. He's got his outfit. He's, over the course of his reign, I guess you could say, he had some wacky declarations and some that ended up kind of making sense. He abolished Congress, or called for the abolishing of Congress. He dissolved the United States of America as a whole.
Which makes it tricky to be the emperor of the United States. I
You know.
didn't quite see how he rectified those two.
I don't think he did.
Okay.
He dissolved and abolished the 2 political parties.
Pretty sensible.
But then one thing he did was kind of interesting. He ordered a survey. he was committed to finding a way to connect Oakland and San Francisco, whether by bridge or by tunnel. And he ordered a survey even in 1872 to try and figure this out, which ended up being pretty relevant later on.
Yeah. He said there's going to be a great basketball team one day over in Oakland, and San Francisco needs to have a way to lay claim on that team.
Oh, that's true.
He also ordered a suspension bridge be built from Oakland to Goat Island to San Francisco, too. So he was very interested in connecting Oakland to San Francisco. And that is kind of was part of like the kind of civic attention, I guess, that he paid to the city. He was known for inspecting sidewalks and streets and making sure they were in proper repair.
Yeah.
And the city loved this guy. He actually once proclaimed that if you called San Francisco Frisco, it was a high misdemeanor, and you could be fined $25, which these days is more than $500. So he really meant it, right?
Yeah, I love that was even verboten back then, because it's long been known that you don't say Frisco.
Yeah, this might be the origin of it, actually.
That's pretty cool.
And like I said, the city really did love him. He ate for free at all of the city's best restaurants. If there was an opening of a show, they would save a seat for him. Like, the city just loved him, so much so that he was once committed by a police officer, and the city just had this huge outcry against it.
Yeah, I think, well, they got out because, like the police chief, I guess, was like, you can't lock up Emperor Norton.
Right.
I think my favorite part of the whole thing, though, is he issued his own currency, right, and it was accepted.
Yeah. Isn't that great?
Oh, it's amazing, man. I want to be this guy.
But what's neat, well, there's just a couple of steps you need to take there, Chuck.
I need to get
you too can do that.
I need to get some epaulets and
pretty much
make some money.
You're already beloved, so check one.
All right.
So this guy, Emperor Norton, is hanging around San Francisco. He's loved. He is issuing his own currency. He eats at all of the city's best restaurants. One of the things that struck me about this guy is he doesn't seem to have taken advantage of it, because when he died...
Except for eating for free and issuing his own money?
Well, I'm saying he wasn't like, oh, you guys are going to take this money? Let's see what all I can do with this. You know what I mean? He just seems to have kind of done enough to live comfortably and gotten by. But like when he died, he dropped dead at the corner of California and what is now Grant Avenue, which is between Nob Hill and the Financial District, at age 61. Just dropped dead on the street. And when they went to go search his room at the boarding house, I mean, he had a collection of walking sticks and canes that he would carry around with him, some hats, and like a $2.50 gold piece. So he wasn't a hog, it sounds like. He was very much committed to looking over San Francisco and making sure it was in good shape.
Yeah, and they ended up taking care of him post-mortem even. Originally, he was going to be buried in a pauper's grave, and the Pacific Club, which was a businessman's association back then, they may still be around for all I know. Maybe they're part of the problem in San Francisco.
Maybe.
They said, you know what, he should be buried in a rosewood casket, and we're going to have a great funeral procession. And in 1880, January 10th, 30,000 of 230,000 residents attended this funeral procession.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Even more attended his exhumation, because he was buried at the Masonic Cemetery, and they moved the Masonic Cemetery probably to make way for like Uber's offices or something like that. And everybody was moved to Colma, California. Well, Colma, California, they had a reburial, and something like, I think, 60,000 people showed up for that one.
Amazing.
Yeah, and they flew the flags at half-mast. This is 50 years after this guy has died, and he was still that revered, and still is today by some people in San Francisco.
Oh, of course. Yeah, San Francisco loves to embrace their local eccentrics. I love it.
Yeah.
So he... like we said, they have built the Bay Bridge now. There is a tunnel with the public transportation. So those two things came true that he was looking into. And then since then, he's been immortalized in a lot of literature and plays over the years, including Mark Twain, even, who lived in San Francisco at the time, he was clearly smitten with the guy as well.
Yeah, he shows up as the king in Huckleberry Finn.
Yeah.
That character's named after him. There's no less than 3 operas and a musical written about him. He's beloved. Also, there's a episode of Bonanza.
This is the weird cherry on top, I think.
It basically tells the story of the time he was committed and released. And he, like, the character's name is Emperor Norton. It just so happens that they coincided. The Bonanza timeline and Emperor Norton's real life timeline coincide in this episode of Bonanza, which I have to see. It's called. I don't know what it's called.
Well, I know that I got to see it too. I do know that Mark Twain was on the show, even not the real Mark Twain. Obviously, it was probably Hal Holbrook, I guess.
I hope so. There's nobody who could do a Mark Twain like him,
or Val Kilmer.
There's nobody who can do a Mark Twain like Hal Holbrook. I got nothing against Val Kilmer. Well, that's not true.
Oh, yeah, that old grudge. That time he shoved you into the street.
Yep. Shouldn't have done that, Val.
I got nothing else.
Nothing else over here. Hope you enjoyed this episode of Short Stuff. Short Stuff away.
Stuff You Should Know is a production of iHeartRadio's How Stuff Works. For more podcasts from iHeartRadio, visit the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you listen to your favorite shows.